Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Is It Rotten? I am the host today, Eric, as this was my choice for movie, and it is the movie Swing Kids, the 1993 Swing Kids. Uh, so I was familiar with this film before we watched it. So let's go around and see everybody else's first interactions with the movie. Mac, when was the first time you heard about Swing Kids?
Um, when did you first talked about it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I first talked about it,
when you
like
first talked about
20,
it, that was the
2019.
first. That's the first time I heard of this film. No lie, like
Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense.
yeah.
Uh, Zach, when was the first time you heard about this movie?
Same.
You just-
No, no, not even a whiff of this
yeah.
movie.
All right, Scott. I know you had talked about having a passing familiarity with this film.
Yes, I've never seen it before now, but my family was a big fan of it. My parents love pretty much like any movie with like Jews and the Holocaust, so this is right up their alley.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but this does involve World War II. And yeah, so they were a big fan, but I never saw it, and my only like the only thing I knew about it was that Christian Bale becomes a Nazi. That was pretty much all I knew.
Yeah,
And I was right. It did happen.
yeah. So my first introduction for this movie was senior year of high school. Uh, I was in I was in a class. It was a half year class. It was half a year this and then half a year psychology. But the main goal of the class is just to consume media based on the topic. For psychology, we would watch movies like Beautiful Mind, Fisher King, all that stuff, because it was the same teacher for both halves of the year. Uh, the class I watched this in was a class called Government and Genocide, where we watched a lot of Nazi movies. We watched the Rape of Nanking movie with Steve Buscemi. We watched Hotel Rwanda. Again, a lot of Nazi movies, and among those movies, specifically about the way that the Nazi brainwashing happened, was Swing Kids.
Yeah, this seems like one of those movies that you would see in school.
Yep.
Like I
Yeah.
never did, but yeah, I could definitely see
Uh,
like a teacher in a history class or something putting this on.
Yeah, I agree. This seems like like this is history, people. This is what
this is.
happened.
I was going to ask you if that's how you saw this because I can't picture another setting.
You can't picture me reading the back of Swing Kids and be like, yes, this is the movie I would like to watch.
Yeah, you're walking through
Yeah,
Blockbuster, you're like, Swing
Yeah,
Kids.
this gave me like
and
no, it gave me like serious science teacher making you watch October Sky energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this the same year that I watched the Manhattan Project, but that was a different class.
Mm,
I preferred that.
that's
Yeah,
I've never seen that one either.
that was one of the first ones we did. You would have liked it. Very,
Yeah.
very dumb.
I
For
remember
fun.
watching Sleepy Hollow in class one time. It was cool.
That doesn't make sense.
Look, it had to do with the literature.
English class in American literature. Sleepy Hollow is probably one of the earliest like mythos things we have in America.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
not Sleepy
so.
Hollow you think. It's the Sleepy Hollow Tim Burton's
No,
version.
no, I
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I figured you
It's
meant.
in here.
That's when I meant Sleepy
Because
Hollow.
that's the like most violent version of the story
Well, yeah, I
on
think
film.
this is high school, so they didn't. They knew we
Sure.
deal with
all
it.
right,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
mean, that's a cool class.
it
Yeah.
is. It is cool. Yeah.
So, a lot of things happen in this movie. So, Zach, what is the best scene in the movie?
It's really hard to pick through this pile of mediocrity.
Oh,
um, I'm gonna say when Mueller finds out like his like gets the letter from that woman. and like
Mm,
actually finds out, that his dad did give a shit.
yeah.
That was good. Like that was handled well.
All right. Scott.
Hmm. I mean, I pretty much liked any scene with Kenneth Branagh. I thought he was good throughout, but the scene with where he's getting called out at dinner,
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
think was probably like the best scene for me. It just it was nice to see someone point out his hypocrisy,
Hmm.
even though he, ultimately didn't matter.
Yeah. It ultimately didn't matter.
Yeah.
Mac.
I'm gonna. I like Peter dancing. I like the Peter dancing in the record. Let's start with the. It
In
was
the record
goofy.
store?
Huh?
Yeah.
In the record store? Okay.
In the yeah.
It was just goofy. It was goofy.
Yeah.
And I
It was. It was very goofy and not indicative of the way this movie was about to go.
No,
Yeah.
no. I thought he was just like, I love dance, and I was like, okay, where you going, buddy? And then I was like, wow. I gotta laugh at that. I wrote that down as my favorite scene.
Yeah. My favorite scene is there's a lot of in my opinion pretty good scenes, but I think the one that sets the tone the best is when they're all pissing on the Nazi propaganda at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
It was a little on the nose.
Okay, am I the only one until they read the credits because I wanted to look for stuff? Didn't realize they were high schoolers. Not, I thought they were college.
No,
They're
they
high.
are high school.
Those are supposed to be high schoolers. Okay, that makes the pissing thing make more sense.
Yes. I did go and look it up, and the youngest actor of the core 3+1.
Yeah. 3+ whoever the fuck that was.
Three plus
The other
one
guy.
where they confirmed that he's Jewish on a throwaway line.
Yeah.
The youngest of the actors of that group is Christian Bale, who is 18 when they filmed this movie.
Hmm. I guess that makes sense because this is probably only like a year or two after Newsies, where he was still pretty young.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, Scott, what is the best line in the movie?
The best line, if you side with the Nazis, then we're at war. That's what Peter is saying that to Christian Bale's character, whose
Yeah.
name I can't remember now. But yeah, that I mean, kind of I guess like
It's
sums up
Mhm.
Thomas.
Thomas. Yeah, yeah, but that one struck me.
All right, Mac, what is the best line in the movie?
I rather belong to anyone except to a Nazi just like you. I like that line. That was really
Mm.
punching right there. He didn't have to say that. It was his friend, and he just was like, he just turned and just called him Nazi. That was like that's like
Okay.
that's like right. That's
Can we just say Arvin was right the entire movie?
Yeah, no, Arvin
Yeah.
is absolutely in the right the entire
Yeah,
movie.
he's,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the hero of this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Also-
He's the only one who seems to like have like a moral stance.
Yeah.
Also, Eric, you don't know this, but this is the third movie we've had in a row where somebody offs themselves.
Holy shit.
I was not sure because I knew it was at least two in a row.
Mhm. Yeah,
I did not know that it also happened in the movie prior.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's kind of the inciting incident of the
Yeah.
chum scrubber.
It is. It's literally like the opening.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the first scene.
All right. So I have to say that the bathtub suicide in this movie, just to go off on a bit of a tangent, is, in my opinion, a much better scene and a much better setup and has a much better weight on the story. Because like the one in Rules of Attraction is for like shock factor and like the mystery of who was sending the letters, but like fuck, this movie goes dark once Arvid's dead.
I kind of disagree. I disagree that the one from Rules of Attraction isn't on theme with that movie.
No, I mean, it's more impactful in my mind.
That's fair.
See, I disagree. I was like, this
I
is
also disagree,
very
but
it's
that's fair.
it was lackluster to me. I'm like I I guess they were trying to show kind of, and I'm not sure what they were trying to show exactly. Like that it was minor, that it was banal. Like what were they going for here? Like it was
Well,
so low key that it. I understand they can't like drench the like tub in blood.
right.
I that they're not going to do that for this type of film.
Yeah.
But it's like
I
they didn't
and
even
it's
like
and it's
make it.
also
It didn't even make it look like the wounds he had would have done the job.
yeah. And the way that it's somewhat foreshadowed earlier in the movie where it looks like he's going to reach for the record shards but instead goes to grab his hat
Yeah.
when he's when he gets beat up by the HJs.
Mhm.
All right. So Zach, what was your favorite line? Now that we're done with that tangent.
It was the whole like I like you're turning into a Nazi, and he's like, maybe I am. And it's like what? Just because out of context, that just sounds absolutely batshit. Just hearing someone be like, you're turning into a Nazi, you're like, yeah, what? So? Just so strange.
Uh, for me, it is Arvid's speech when he refuses to play to boost the Nazi morale.
You know, a movie that this reminded me, or I mean, it was a play and a book first, but that I was reminded of while watching this was Cabaret.
God damn it, Scott. We have the same brain cells.
I mean, there's a lot of overlap with the two stories. They both take place in the same time period.
Oh,
They're both about like a specific group that are being like marginalized in a way. And
people turning on each other.
yeah,
It's I highly recommend seeing Cabaret live if you like. I
I've never
went to
seen
a
it live.
stuffy theater for the musical, and a lot of people just thought, "Oh, Cabaret, it's a classic," not realizing how raunchy and in your face.
Yeah, yeah. This is
And
like
then,
less gay Cabaret.
All right, and I'm also gonna pull a little bit of an audible here. What do you guys think is the best fight scene in this movie?
The best fight scene?
Because honestly, I think the first one where it's just Christian Bale with the umbrella at the start.
yeah, I thought that was my second favorite scene. Thomas boxing. I was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, Thomas boxing and getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
and then singing.
if you
It
ain't got that swing, then it don't
Yeah.
mean a thing.
yeah. It is interesting to really think about how in 1930s Germany swing music was the counterculture.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually makes a lot of sense, like
Mhm.
contextually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like here's the thing: swing kids actually existed in Nazi Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
These were real. These were real.
Mhm.
Not these were real people in the same way that like the cast of the Titanic were real people.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good
All right, but you know, this movie does have its flaws. Let's see. So looping back around. So Mac, what is the worst scene in the movie?
So before we start, I gotta write. I wrote this down. Wow, Batman's choking Wilson. Quick, get house. So worst scene is the gang fighting each other. The gang fighting each other. I get it's a film trope. I understand it. I hate this. It. it I
Wait,
knew
which scene are you talking about?
when they were fighting in their the I don't know, it was like the room.
In Arvid's room.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It just was. It felt like I knew was coming. It was one of those. They're gonna fight, and then it's like I hate it when I know something's coming. I was like,
Well,
they're gonna fight.
that's kind of how I felt about a lot of this movie,
I would say that's like
unfortunately.
most of the film for me.
Yeah,
Like
like
I
I
don't.
felt like the same like with Arvin's death, I was like I feel like I felt it coming,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
so that for me it softens the blow a little bit. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
that fight scene soft. That one kind of like I was like, yeah, they fought. Whatever. I knew that was
Mhm.
coming. It was coming because the way it was working up, it was building up to it, and I was like, oh, they're gonna fight. They're gonna get a man. They're gonna get mad. They're gonna split up. Blah 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 blah. I know the
Christian Bale's
end.
going to
I
become a
know the end.
Nazi.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Uh,
and yeah, just it's just
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Uh, Zach, what is the worst scene?
His little brother with the umbrella going swing Heil. Literally, I rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the end of the movie. Fuck you all.
Yeah. No, no,
It made
no.
my eyes
I,
roll so goddamn hard.
I agree with you. That was the
yeah.
most.
Even when I saw this in high school, I'm like, and I came out like, I like that movie. The ending was stupid.
Yeah, I rolled my eyes when he said that. I was like, but at, like before this, I was like, I'm expecting to do some corny swing how. I was like, whatever.
I mean, Kenneth Branagh should have arrested the kid on the spot.
Get that kid.
Okay, that's part of the problem I have with this movie is you don't feel the pressure that you
Mhm.
should that Nazis are taking control. You don't feel like it's like a tightening grip, you know? You just don't feel that throughout the film, which I think was a problem.
Yeah.
Because I think like the whole point is like to be the insidiousness of it all, but it's like you don't get that feeling.
Because I think an important thing to note here is that this is still pre World War II.
Mhm.
Everything that happens in the movie is before World War II.
Yes.
Yeah, but it still kind of feels like the swing kids are like on the sidelines
Mhm.
of what's happening and like still mostly like
Well, again,
disconnected.
they're children.
I know. Yeah. Children being around by Nazis.
He's a child who has to deliver boxes filled with ashes with traitor written on them.
There's no way the Nazis would have sent back the rings, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
Not a chance in hell.
Everything we know that absolutely would not have happened.
That's the phony part of this film.
that is the most disingenuous part of the film. Yes. Scott.
Okay, well, since we already talked about the ashes scene, and since Mac already talked about the dancing in the record shop scene, which was my original pick, I'm gonna go with where they save the Jew from getting beaten up by the Nazi youth, and then they get upset that they thought because they thought it was a swing kid.
Yeah.
I'll get back to that later.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is it's a weird thing to not come back.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like they're so disconnected from it all. We're just like, oh, fuck that Jew. We thought you were a swing kid. We thought you were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I thought your guys' whole thing was you realized where all this music came from, so you realized these were people too. And it's like, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have cared if it was fucking Benny Goodman.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, worst scene.
Oh, we're also 3 for 3 movies with the R slur in it.
Hey, this one also has the N one.
That's true.
And the K.
And the K.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
It has N and K.
What more do we have to get to?
Don't worry.
Do you have more to say?
Don't worry.
You have more to say about that line?
Yes.
Yeah, more about that line delivered by the librarian.
Don't worry. I got my reasons.
All right. Worst scene. I'm gonna have to go with think I don't think that Tomas Thomas ratting out his dad was necessary at all.
If anything, it made him completely irredeemable to me.
Yeah.
Like it went from okay, fine, maybe at the end something will happen, but no, he's like this just cements it to me. Like, how do you not realize they're turning you in to rat your own family out? Like, because they go to the next when he's fighting with Mueller, and he nearly rats him out, and it's like, how do you not realize they're getting you to give information on your friends and
Yeah.
family?
It's brainwashing, man.
I mean, I feel like if the scene where he stops himself from saying, "Do you want me to turn you in?"
Mhm.
If that came before him ratting out his parents, it would be a little bit better. But
Yeah, that would flow better because then there'd be the consequence. You would see the consequence of that after.
Yeah.
Right.
Of that mentality.
I did write down the note, Thomas's cunt father being a cunt. I'm not sure what that was in reference to.
Yeah, that's
But,
a
I mean, he
reference
was-
to Bruges.
That
Yeah.
guy sucked.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, but you all are, and y'all is gonna be one.
yeah.
That's a good
All
one.
right. So worst line. I would have kept the thing, but I know Mac really wants to talk about a line. So Mac, you go first again.
Oh, and Bruges is not right. No, of course it's not. Yeah. Before we start, I had this written down for the line. I have this written down right here before I start giving you my worst line. Okay, so this film seems to suffer from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves syndrome. No one has an accent, and no one has an accent. And this is this Hamburg, Germany, or Hamburg, Germany, or Hamburg, America? So I just want to let you know that those reasons why I said that quote.
Only the children have accents. Makes no sense.
No fucking sense. So
Here's the thing that extra makes no sense. Christian Bale is not American.
hell no,
No.
and he got an American accent.
So they made a conscious decision to have Christian Bale do an American accent.
Mhm.
Makes no sense.
He was still stuck in his Newsies accent.
Yeah. With that said, that's the background I'm going by. But for me, the worst line is, let's see if you play that NK shit again. The reason why I said this was in German. Little problem because once again, it's in German, but with the
Neither of those
hard
words
R
exist.
is being used. So
Yeah.
it's in German, but the hard R is being used.
It's in German. It's
In German.
canonically being said in German.
Yeah, he said it in German. It don't
He
help
said-
that it's a hard R in. I was like, ooh, that hurts. I wanted to pause that scene, and I literally about punched it. I punched my phone. I was like, oh, wait a minute, reaction. Reading it, I was like, ooh, I want to beat you up. That pissed me off. I'm sitting there thinking. Now let's go back to the first point of my what I'm saying. So now you want to speak German. See why I hate this line now? See why I hate it? Seeing the quote why I hate the line now? Like, yeah. So I'm coming full circle. Now, that's what I'm telling you. I'm putting you in the process why I hate this line. Like, you're talking American, and then you want to use German just for this one scene, just to say the N word. And it's like, oh, it's not racist. It's still racist. Not only did you were racist for saying it, used the hard R German race. I was like, nope, fuck that line. I hate it.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, valid crash out. Scott.
I was like,
Okay.
I am very uncomfortable with this line. I was like, oh,
Scott, as the other person who would be offended by that line.
Oh, I had no problem with that line.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you should be like because like the director's black,
Yes. This is the same
so
director as Metro, the Eddie Murphy movie.
oh no, yeah, he would probably know Coach Carter more.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, of course, Coach Carter.
yeah. It's just my issue is it's not the fact that they said it. It's just like, okay, so this whole entire movie,
It's the switch to German.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
pisses me off a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
If he
yeah.
would have just been American and did it, I would have been like,
Be
okay,
like,
yeah,
oh, another movie where they say it.
Also, apparently, he did Gifted Hands, the Ben Carson story.
yeah.
Oh, with Mos Def.
Uh,
The reason why I didn't like it is it was just the switch to German. I'm like,
Or was that the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie?
yeah, this Cool Jr.
That was Cuba. Yeah, Mos Def
I
was
was
the
gonna
one
say,
with the heart. Yeah.
yeah, would most Def touch a project that has Ben Carson's name on it?
Well, this was before Ben Carson was like in politics. That was back when he was just like a very gifted
I think
surgeon.
most Def would do research enough to know.
Maybe.
so that yeah, the reason why it's the switch to German. If he did this in American, I probably would have been less offensive and less angered a little bit. But the fact that he just like, nah, do German right here the whole time, I'm like, okay, because the whole film was like to us they're speaking American, but to the world they're speaking German. I get that. That makes sense. But you're gonna speak German right here? Nah. That's like Passion of the Christ, and they're sitting there speaking in a different language for that whole damn film, and we gotta read subtitles the whole damn film. So, fuck you. I don't like this line.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I had to say like that. Said what I fucking said.
All right. My worst line is Emil couldn't be a traitor. He was the original Hepcat.
God, I had not heard
And-
the word Hepcat in so long.
Yeah.
And Emil was in fact a traitor.
was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Emil was in fact a Nazi
Nazi.
traitor. I was close to picking Swing Heil, but we already talked about it. So
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was second, but that next line really hurt me.
yeah.
All right, Zach, what do you have?
Oh, I had it written down. I'm looking for it right now. No one who likes swing can become a Nazi.
That was my backup.
Yeah, that was
That's like Arvid. This is the only time you're wrong.
yeah.
Arvid, no.
Yeah. Uh yeah, worst line. Anytime Christian Bale refers to Arvid as a cripple.
Oh.
Because the thing is, here's the thing. He's doing that before he's a Nazi.
Well,
I mean,
maybe that's like to illustrate that people that have bully tendencies would be so much easier to get into the mindset of the Nazis.
Yeah.
I don't know.
if that is the case, they don't lean into it hard enough.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's my biggest problem with most of this film. They don't lean into anything really hard,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, I feel like this movie suffers from one very major outside of its control flaw. It came out a month after Schindler's List.
I mean, that's a pretty rough time slot.
Yeah. That is a pretty rough time slot to be a movie that takes place in Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Like I was
But
like,
but Schindler's List is
yeah.
also so like clear in its vision and what it's trying to say about, about Oscar Schindler and like, his all of his acts during the war. And I mean, they're slightly different time periods, obviously, because that was during and this
Yeah.
is pre.
Before, yeah.
Yeah. But I I just felt like there's such a clear idea there in that
Yeah.
movie versus this movie.
I think an issue with this movie is that since it has to devote so much time to the good aspects of their lives,
Mm.
but not enough that it feels harsh that they've been ripped apart.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, and I feel like there wasn't enough of a harsh disconnect between uh we can be HJs by day, swing kids by night into I'm doing a raid on my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like one montage and he's fully a Nazi.
Yeah. It did not take long at all.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately is pretty close to damn real life.
Yeah.
The unfortunately the suspension of disbelief is that it's too realistic
Mm.
because it is unfortunately that easy.
Yeah. I guess. I just feel like the movie could have like done a better job of like showing the allure of the
Yeah,
Nazis to Thomas.
I think like they didn't really they didn't like show that he wanted to be part of like the motorcade and shit like that, and then
Right.
he got the
Yeah.
motorcade. Like
If any,
that would have like that would have given that'd be like, oh, that perk means something to him, which
right.
means they were giving people perks that meant
Yeah.
something to them.
I
If
I
anything, I feel like Peter was being more seduced with
I
the Kenneth Branagh character.
Mm.
I think the another thing is like because they spent so much time with Peter being conflicted, we couldn't spend as much time as they needed to with Thomas's descent.
Yeah, that's probably true. And they probably could have started even a little bit later. Maybe like the Emil character, I don't feel like is really all that necessary to the story.
He isn't.
I I I think Emil as the blueprint for where they can end up from where they started makes sense.
But
He
it
didn't
almost
need
feels
to
like they should have
continue to
just
be in
done
the
that with
movie.
Christian Bale earlier
Mhm.
Mm,
and like had him be the Emil character. Like we see him as a swing kid, and
Mhm.
then like very quickly he becomes a Nazi. And then they're like, how did that happen? And then Peter gets, pulled into it. And then you start seeing how
mhm.
Thomas got,
Mhm.
pulled in because he's the one recruiting
Yeah.
Peter. But instead, you have this like third or fourth, fifth swing kid who we never saw as a swing kid. He's just like, yeah, he used to be a Hepcat,
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
now
yeah.
he's a Nazi.
He's like what happens if Tommy Oliver never became good.
Ah.
All right. So we've delayed it long enough. I'm gonna start with Zach. Zach is Swing Kids Rotten.
Yes. Yes. It is a very dull watched and does not feel hyper inspired to me. Like maybe it's because of how now in our old age, I've just watched so many films with this type of plot and this type of framing and all this shit that it's just like I need something a little extra to like keep me engaged these days. And this just does not have it. It's not like this isn't like a horrendous piece of trash. I'm going to be clear.
Right.
This is
It's like
there's nothing technically
it's
filmmaking
like
wise wrong with this.
it's like the issue is that you saw this movie 32 years too late.
Yes, I have no. I have there, like I was thinking like Scott, like you said earlier, it's like I was thinking the whole thing. I'm like, there's nothing that I've watched in this that Cabaret didn't already teach me. And Cabaret is just a much better piece of media, just in general.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Uh, what was the rating at?
It's at
It's
58.
Oh
58.
no, 56.
Oh, 56. Okay.
I'm just giving it an even 50. It's not like I said, there's nothing to like rip apart here.
Right.
Um, except maybe that last scene, which I could probably
Yeah.
I could go a while.
All right. Mac, is Swing Kids rotten?
You know, the term rotten is really heard on the subconsciouses of certain people. You know, some people think things rotten, some people think there are. But in particular, this particular film right here is absolutely rotten. It is rotten. Sorry to give your hopes up, but it is rotten.
Mhm.
It's a 57. I give it 1 point higher. It's a 56. So I give it 57. I get it's of the cultural time and it's something that came out. I feel like I agree with that. There's nothing gripping about it. When I was watching this, I was kind of like, yeah, it's not for me. But at the same token, um, I do agree that it's not a piece of shit. It's not. It's that's saying there's something there, but it just feels like it's not gripping me. I was
Yeah.
happy to hear about this because I was sitting there like Wilson and Batman and
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh in the film. Let's go. Well, fuck yeah, I want to see this. And I was like, I guess I overhyped myself a little bit.
Yeah. I,
So
I I guess the promise of watching Bruce Wayne turn into a Nazi is a little over promising.
yeah, yeah, it is. And but when you just saw, you just saw another film with him. What this wasn't his first film, but you saw,
Newsies.
American Psycho. Even though we just got done
That
watching,
was
we just
after this.
wrote the
Mm-hmm.
book about American Psycho, made the last film. Like I said, this it's a film that's almost there, not quite fresh. It's rotten. 57.
All right. Scott.
Yeah, I think it's rotten too. But yeah, I honestly I kind of agree with the critics. I'm gonna give it like a 56.
Mm,
Because a lot of the same things that, everybody else has said, like I feel like it is missing something. Like the dance sequences are very well done. It's a well-directed movie. It looks good. There's some good performances in it. And yeah, it's just like I don't know, it feels like a I don't want to say hollow, but like it's just like it's missing something. It's just missing
Right.
something. And yeah, but go watch Cabaret. Cabaret is great.
God, the if there's anything you should watch from this review of Swing Kids is go watch Cabaret, go watch Schindler's List.
Check it
yeah,
out.
much better.
Cabaret is a better movie
Mhm.
than Schindler's List.
All right.
So Eric, is it rotten?
I'm gonna say no, but just barely.
Okay.
Because again, I do have a bit more of a sentimental attachment than you guys because I watched this. The memories of having to specifically analyze this for the way that actually like think about how this is how the brainwashing worked, and of course on this second rewatch and having God fucking 14 years passed since I watched this movie. Um, uh, watching it back and then seeing like, oh, this scene where they have all these torches looks kind of a lot like Charlottesville.
Mhm.
I'm like, huh.
Yep.
Well, is that why you voted him? Ooh, that's kind of something that people would say after like the 2016 presidential election. Ooh, there's a lot of things that when you say when people think like, oh, saying things that are happening are that to the country currently, not to get overly political, uh, are akin to what is happening in Nazi Germany. Sometimes he's like, that might be a bit of an overstatement. Then you look at a movie like this that takes place in Nazi Germany, made 32 years ago by the U.S. about what's happening in Nazi Germany, and it's not too far off from things that are happening today. It kind of gives you a little bit of a pause. But as said, there's a lot of slowness in this movie. Something we didn't really talk about, the constant quizzing of each other just felt kind of pointless.
Yeah.
But I am going to give this a 65.
All right, understandable. No, I think I'm lying. I don't understand.
No, I understand the point you're trying to make more than the rating you gave.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it all around, man. I feel you.
Again, I am only 8 points ahead of where Mac placed it.
Yeah,
it's just that I'm on the other side of the threshold.
I gave it 1 point.
You're a very low D.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm being honest, a lot of what brings it above that line is Arvid.
Frank Whaley.
Yeah.
Good cast.
Yeah. It is a good cast. It is a good cast.
We've had a run of good casts except for Hook.
Hook had a good cast.
No, here's the thing. Hook had a good cast. It's just they weren't particularly given the best direction.
You got Dustin Hoffman, Bob Hoskins, Robin Williams, Maggie Smith, Dante Bosco.
Yeah, that's true.
Charlie Korsmo, who was like one of the better child actors and then retired.
So is this show basically, it had a great cast, but
yeah.
Glenn Close was in it, dressed as one of the pirates.
There you go. Yeah. David Crosby.
Yeah.
Phil Collins. All the best.
Was in it. Phil Collins was the detective.
What a cast.
Yeah.
What a cast. Yeah.
Honest.
I may have picked a shitty film, but great cast.
Yeah.
Krippendorf Tribe, good cast.
But the film sucks.
Oh yeah. you got Natasha Lyonne.
That movie still sucks.
Richard Dreyfuss.
I hate the fact that Krippendorf Tribe is probably the best child cast we've ever had on the show. I hate that
Gregory
fact.
Smith.
That movie sucked, but all the kids in that were great.
Yes. I'd rather watch Hook 100 times before I watch that film again.
Wouldn't Hook be better if they were all in blackface?
No. No, wouldn't Hook be better if Thudbutt was in whiteface? Anyway. All right. Does anybody have sequel pitches?
I'm gonna go ahead and go first because you want to get my shit film out of the way. The name of my film is Swing Kids 2, Port of New Orleans. Starring.
It's Port of Call, New Orleans.
I don't give a fuck. That's just my damn film. I'm calling it Port of New Orleans. Starring Nicolas Cage,
naturally,
Jason Schwartzman, and Sophia Coppola. Three relatives using,
and of course Schwartzman's the Nazi.
You interpret it any way you want, but that's not the way I was putting it.
Honestly, genius casting. Genius casting, subversive.
I know, all relatives. Look at real life. Three relatives using swing to stay positive in the streets of New Orleans, hoping to break out and swing to Hollywood. Yeah, that's what I got.
What year does this take place?
This year takes place in 19. No. I take that back. This takes place
2025.
No. I'm gonna get back.
1987.
Sure.
Years after Katrina hit.
This takes place in 2008.
Yeah.
This is like It's a spin-off of Treme.
So let me be clear, Mac. This is taking place a year after Wild Hogs.
Yes.
And they're
Let
gonna
me be
keep
perfectly
referencing it.
frank here.
They're gonna keep talking about it. Be like, yo, did you
I'm
you
done.
guys see Wild Hogs? Not bad, right?
Yeah,
You know that part where Martin Lawrence squirted with all the ketchup and mustard, fantastic.
Perfect.
Perfect
Well, here's the
movie.
thing. This is what I'm trying to say.
Super Megatroid.
The film setting takes place after 2008.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
But it's Swing Kids and it's post 2008
And the whole
Nicolas
cast is
Cage.
like people in their 40s.
You know, if you really wanted to, you could make a Swing Kids set in the '90s swing revival.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
get ahead. Don't get ahead of us.
Damn it, Scott.
Yeah. So Scott's movie Ska Kids. Hey, let's hear Ska Kids, Scott.
Ska Kids. Okay. That's a better title. Okay, so it's set in the 90s swing era, the swing
Mhm.
revival. Not a Nazi in sight. It's just a bunch of obnoxious teens in the 90s doing
Mhm.
swing bullshit, rollerblading around. They're getting bullied by cooler kids in school. And it basically is just like You Got Served, but with a bunch of douchebags doing swing. And the Cherry Poppin' Daddies do a cameo.
Okay.
I also have a serious pitch where you do a Suit Riots movie.
I mean, can you Squirrel Nut Zippers instead?
What?
Squirrel Nut Zippers instead.
I feel like
Ooh, not bad.
I feel like your film is missing New Orleans and three cousins getting together to get.
No. This is gonna take place in like Beverly Hills, some of the most privileged white kids you can possibly find.
Yeah.
There is no conflict in this movie.
Wait, don't you want to see NBA YoungBoy show up?
No.
All right.
NBA
All right.
YoungBoy shows up, but I feel I forgot to say that.
All right. Zach, what's your pitch?
I don't. Well, I have one thing. I have a title I just want to use in something which would be "Swing Nazis Must Die." Like, let's call the episode that, maybe.
That sounds like a punk album that would have come out in like
And
1997.
both of us would have bought it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I just want, like, I kind of want a prequel knowing what happened more with Mueller's dad.
Yeah,
was he actually a communist? Like, what was going on with that? I'd like to know, like, what influenced him to not go along, like, with the rest of the staff? What happened there? Like, I feel like we didn't get very good answers.
Yeah, there was like that one scene where he reads the letter.
Yeah, which I liked.
Yeah, it was a really good scene, but yeah, there could have been more, or I'd like to know more about his
Yeah,
father.
Right.
he seemed like a fascinating individual.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, going against, like, your wife's wishes and stuff like that that takes balls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that takes
I
commitment.
just came up with another idea. It just came up right out my head. Swing Kids 2 Inglourious Bastard Edition.
It's Swing Kids, but the timeline continues on the Inglorious Bastards timeline.
Like Brad Pitt shows up, he said, "We're only here for one thing: killing Nazis."
And they round up Christian Bale
Okay.
and beat him to death with a bat.
They're literally killing Nazis with swing moves.
Yeah, I know. They just start dancing like.
Ooh, that would be a fun musical.
Okay,
Inglourious
why
Basterds,
hasn't
the
there been a
musical, and
fighting
Swing
game with,
Kids.
like, swing dancing mechanics?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, that sounds like something that should exist.
A swing dancer grappler character actually sounds heat. All right. I know I've got like a half baked sequel pitch that's the music is K-pop and the Nazis are MAGA. It's all about, you know, replying with K-pop fan cams on Twitter. That's the entire plot of the movie.
Ooh, I got another sequel pitch. Just do a revival of Cabaret, but it's at like a drag show.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing Hugo Schmitzlitz just like dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing and then just literally stabbing the guy, doing the pillow scene, he just doing swing and he taking that pillow and stabbing him with it. Just the added scene to it. It works.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's gonna steal my idea. He's gonna do that added scene.
Mm.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, damn it.
Actually, Mac, I'm gonna ask for one little bit of editing for this episode. Just put this scene at the beginning of the episode. Warning: I'm gonna get a little political in this episode.
Mm.
If you don't like that, tune out.
Blah, 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 blah.
Warning, we're gonna get a little political.
I'm gonna get a little political in this movie about Nazis.
Yeah.
Just gonna happen.
Real
Warning, I
quick,
may just state the obvious.
another movie that I watched recently, Mac, I think you watched this recently too. Sinners.
Yup.
I was reminded of a lot while watching this.
Yeah,
Because that's also about like they build like this club for, just them where
I
they can
need to
be like
watch
free, and
Sinners.
that's it's very good. It's
I really
definitely
need
worth a
to see it.
watch.
it's very good.
Look, as soon as like one of you said John Carpenter-esque, I was like, I'm sold.
It's fucking awesome. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I liked it. Better than Captain America.
All right.
Not even a question.
So we've got a little bit of a weird conundrum here because I don't think any of us are actually picking a movie for next time.
No.
No, sir. Someone else
Weird.
picked our movie.
Somebody else picked our movie for next time. That's strange.
I
hmm
know, I know. Yeah, Eric. Guess what? You're gonna be guess what,
What?
buddy? You're gonna watch.
What?
You're gonna watch Strippers the movie.
Oops, all showgirls.
Oops, all Showgirls. Oh no. It's Showgirls 2, right? We're watching
Yep.
Showgirls
Showgirls
2.
2 Pennies from Heaven.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Written and directed by Rena Riffle, who was in the original
Yeah.
as the character Penny.
Yep.
This one's longer than the first one.
So wait a minute.
Does
In
everybody
other
got
words-
AIDS and shit?
Probably.
Are there-
I mean, he's back. He's one of the returning cast members.
Wait, I need to know because before I get into this movie, is there more sex scenes just like in the original scene?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
neither.
is this the still waiting of the Showgirls universe?
Kind of. I think it's even more disconnected. I think this is like so like unofficial.
You know,
I look it up and Stripper Academy comes up. So
Don't watch Stripper Academy. It's a different movie.
It is in fact a different movie.
somebody say, pump it, pump it, pump it.
All right.
Yeah, so we will be talking about that next time.
oh,
All right.
and you should be, and in order to get me to do this, the person who had us do this, let me pick something for film talk. So we're gonna have fun with redneck zombies. So Eric, you get to sit this one out.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Yeah.
Like seriously, look up redneck zombies and be grateful.
I am grateful. I want to watch this movie.
All right. But this has been another episode, another great episode of Visit Rotten, folks. That's going to be it. You can find me on Twitter at BunkBunker. If I do something, I will tweet about it. See me here on this channel Tuesdays on the pre-recorded streams, where Mac and I alternate between playing games.
Yeah. I was playing last time I came on. We were playing Chrono Trigger.
And I'm towards the end of
Jesus
Battle Network.
Christ, 145 minutes.
How long Showgirls 2 is.
Yes. I'm going to be taking breaks throughout the week with this one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this like a mini series.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like, damn it.
All right.
Watching this damn film.
I already was like, this movie was too damn long.
I do think this movie is an hour 50, so I do think this movie was longer.
Mhm.
Don't worry, guys. My pick is way better.
Okay, Zach, where can people find you?
Here.
Yep. All right, Scott, where can people find you?
You can find me with Mac on Wednesdays. We also alternate playing video games.
But
And-
live.
But live. We do it live. And yeah, Film Talk will be coming back eventually. Check it out.
And we're also owed an episode of Film Talk on Sonic 3.
That is true.
All right, Mac, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Tampa Buck Fan 88, or you can find us at GG Game Fixers. Yeah, they said everything I wanted to say. Also, Gamer Grudge coming out. Make sure you go watch it, please. Also, we should be coming out with Gamer Grudge Triple X Edition, and also our special Halloween episode. Yay!
Ooh,
Spooky.
spooky.
Yeah, but we're also going to be talking about stuff on the X6 episode, like who has the best tits and best dick in gaming. So yeah, we're going into it pretty deep.
The best dick in gaming is Dick Grayson.
So,
You can make the argument.
Could make the argument.
I want to say.
No, the best ass in great gaming.
Yeah, that is true.
That's a legitimate argument.
That's the best ass in media, period.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Captain America. Come on, if we're going ass.
Doesn't hold a
that's all
candle
I
to
gotta
Dick
say.
Grayson.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure where you got that idea from.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, that's it, people. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right.
So stay cool, all you hep cats.
Yeah. Remember, swing is whatever.
It don't
Swing is a
mean
thing.
if you ain't got that swing. Do up, do up, do up, do up, do up, do up, do up.